Welcome back to our channel. It's 2 years since we moved into our homestead and 3 years since we started building the homestead. And it is time for us to sit down and reflect over the past 2 years since we moved in, and also try to provide guidance to future homesteaders on what to expect as they embark on the journey. So for that, I will have a self-interview. I have a few questions here with me. What inspired us to start homesteading? It's quite simple for us. One, we wanted to stay away from home mortgages. So we thought if we could find a place outside the city where we can build it all on pace without having to borrow money from the bank, that will be the best way of doing it. That way we'll stay away from 20-year home loans and stuff. Secondly, sustainability. After COVID, we realized that very soon we will be old and won't be going to work, and we won't have an income. So at that point, we would want a very affordable life where we plant most of our food, and also raise animals to provide us with meat, milk, and etc. for our daily living. So homesteading was a solution which we came up with, and we decided to take it hands-on. And then with very young kids, again, we decided it is important for them to have an understanding of life as a homesteader, and then the modern life which they enjoy as well in the city, which they enjoyed in the city. So we thought if we could have a homestead, our kids will learn the basics: how to take care of chickens, how to take care of plants, how to raise their own animals for food, how to plant their own food, things like that. And also they will have enough space for them to run around and play. So that's another reason why we decided to start homesteading. Our initial goals at 2 years was really, we want to have moved in and be producing our own food and planting our own crops. It's not like it happened the way we envisioned it, but I'll tell you, we are happy with the progress we have made, and hopefully we'll continue to make that progress going forward in the future. So what will I tell someone who wants to start homesteading? If you are planning to start homesteading, my advice is just to start. If you get the land, just start doing something. Those small, seemingly insignificant steps you take every day, in the end, when you look back, they really are impactful. So once you start, keep on going. There will be challenges, there will be setbacks. Don't give up, just keep on trying. Eventually something will come up and you will be happy with it. I would say that's what happened to us. There have been so many setbacks, plants dying from diseases, animals dying from diseases, the weather. Like this year, there's no rain, so we didn't get much food from the field. As much as we have water for irrigation, it's not the same. So yeah, there will be setbacks, but if you keep on pushing, you eventually get there. So our future goals really is having a homestead where we can enjoy as a family, where we don't have to use a lot of money for us to live a normal day. We would want to live from our homestead, produce everything or almost everything we need, and stay off grid like the way we are at the moment. No water bills, no electricity bills, no rents, no taxes. It's quite enjoyable. Although staying out of town for people who are still working, it's a bit challenging because you have to commit. If someone is sick, you have to drive a distance for you to get to the nearest health facility, and you have to learn to do a lot of things on your own. So those are some of the things you should expect as a homesteader. You are an electrician, you are a plumber, you are almost everything. Most of the things you have to do them yourself, although you can outsource some of the services. If you are not very handy, that shouldn't stop you from homesteading. But you can learn a lot of things as you go along. You can learn from YouTube, you can learn from Pinterest, but eventually, yeah, you will get there. So Without having to say much, I will take you on a tour of the homestead just to see where we are, for you to see where we are at the moment, and hopefully someone will get inspired. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for watching our videos. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe, like our videos, comment so that we get feedback on what to improve, both as homesteaders and as YouTubers. And enjoy homesteading. If you are someone who is getting into homesteading, I wish you all the best and enjoy. So our homestead is divided into zones. So the zone which we are in, this is the area where we keep most of our animals. We have chickens, marathon chickens, we have turkeys, we have a little bit of rabbits here, we have ducks, and we have geese and pigeons. They all are in this area. So there are the geese, the pigeons in here, and there are some rabbits who just stay here close to the chickens. So this is the main coop where all these chickens are housed. We have a pond here for the duck and geese. The water is getting a little bit dirty. I think we have to change it. And here we have another smaller coop where we keep the smaller chickens, like the ones we are seeing in here. This is still the same section, but we have another demarcation here. So this side we have some rabbits and another house for the chickens. Here we keep chickens for meat and the chickens for the eggs. So we have our layers in here and some eggs in there, if you can see them. So we have layers in this coop, and then as you go around it, you'll see we have some solar lamps to provide light here at night, so that if you want to come and check here, there is enough light. Still have a lot of space to build some more coops if there is need. And then here we have most of the rabbits. The rabbits, we initially kept them out here, as you can see, but we later decided to move them into this cage so that we can at least harvest manure. So we have the mothers here which are breastfeeding, and we also have the babies on the other side. So initially we kept them in here, so they were burrowing, going underground, but we were losing a lot on the manure. We couldn't harvest the manure, hence the need for us to change the way we kept them. Here we have our compost bins. If you follow our channel, you will remember in one video where we were doing these compost bins. So we have a compost bin here, and the demarcation I was talking about. So this is the area where we keep our animals. We would want to have more so that we don't even buy any food. Yeah, but that will happen with time. That will happen with time. We know now that everything, if you're patient enough, it will eventually happen. This is more like a shed where we store the feed. It's more of a storeroom. So in here, if you look, we keep things like cement. We also buy grass like lucerne for the rabbits. We keep it here. We dry some of the herbs we harvest here. Oh, look who is here. And there are some kittens. So some kittens here. Oh, that's so cool. So yeah, this is it's a bit of a mess, but yeah, if you have a homestead, you end up having a lot of things because we try to recycle everything, so we don't really throw away a lot of stuff. So it ends up being a mess like it is right now. This is another storeroom. Again, it's a little bit of a mess, but this is where we keep gas cylinders and some of the feed, some cement, a few other things here. So, and it also serves as our tool shed. Outdoor braai stand, outdoor sitting area. This is my favorite place at the homestead. I like sitting here. So as you can see, you are coming from this side. So there is a fence. If you follow it going down this way, that demarcates the house from the field, from the chickens, from the gardens, etc. Yeah, so now I'll take you around the house. After taking you around the house, I'll go back in the field again. I'll show you the other different section of the homestead.
nalitukuza tu hilo jina. Yesu ni wangu na bila yeye misie, nitalisifu tu hilo jina Bwana. Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Bye.
Okay, welcome back to Homesteading. Today we just did this. This is a DIY project. We did it in a few hours time. We're done, and we are using it, putting it to test, and it's working perfectly fine. Please don't burn the meat. You need some water. Yep.